Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and today I have some interesting information to at least share with some of you over here real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, last week I had received a community guideline strike, ladies and gentlemen. I was about to say copyright strike or something of the sort, but in today's context for YouTube, both of them are, I guess, somewhat interchangeable because the limitations on your channel sort of apply whether you get either of them. I will say, though, that a guideline strike is, I think, far less severe than just your average copyright strike. That's like the worst, okay? But this isn't too far behind. Now, last week I covered the notion that it was applied to me because of a certain video that I had posted calling out the child playlist pornography nonsense that had occurred a while ago. And the entire situation was a farce, okay? To me, it was something that didn't make any sense. I was calling out a giant issue that, well, not a giant issue, but something that could have presented itself as a giant issue, leading to a possible fallout with YouTube and the public relations that it currently is so jilted on. And I wasn't angry in the video at all. For me, it was like just kind of a shock in the situation where it was applied. I'd received strikes before for things that I definitely, totally own up to, situations where I had received these not copyright strikes, but a strike in general just because of, me maybe showing pornography for like a second when I didn't intend to, but of course it was my fault, and for, just a practice that I thought was accepted on YouTube, and it simply wasn't. Those are fuck-ups that I made, and fuck-ups that I accept, because you gotta own up to what you did, right? But this one was something that I just simply couldn't own up to. I didn't fucking do anything wrong in this situation, and there was definitely more to it than anything else. The problem is, YouTube is a site that's, majority of it is run by bots, okay? There is humans involved in YouTube. Don't fucking assume that humans don't have some form of say, but in comparison to how much bot presence there is on the site, AI presence, I guess you could say, is what we're leading up to in this day and age, is far surmounting that actual human intervention. So when you get kind of a strike on your channel, it's almost it's a shocking event, I guess you could say. And it's shocking because you wonder, A, why you get it sometimes because of the, I guess, very vague descriptions. For me, it was like scam and deceptive practices, which didn't make any sense given everything in the video, but also because you have just no form of communication to YouTube themselves. And I'll go over every single aspect of this real quick. This channel, at least, my strike has been removed, so we've got good news, but there's definitely something that I want to at least make it abundantly clear with experiences of my end. First of all, YouTube does not have any easy line of communication. Communication is YouTube's biggest fucking problem with the creators. Yes, there is a special line that I have, anybody has if you have over 100,000 subscribers, and I guess the more that you have, the easier it is to get access to this line. It's still not a reliable way to communicate with YouTube directly, especially because YouTube themselves don't have a proper idea of what sometimes even goes on. For me to actually get this repealed, I actually had to contact members from YouTube's trusted Flagger community, and I gotta thank these guys. They did me a massive fucking solid by checking into it. I had posted on Twitter that I had received something, a strike that just didn't make any sense. Immediately a person, Salubrious TF, had contacted me asking me to pass along a YouTube link. And Sal is a person, I hope I can actually refer to it. I don't want to just bring somebody attention without them actually wanting it. But Sal and Ben at Trusted Flagger were two individuals who had taught me, I guess, as much as I needed to know about the situation. Regardless, they asked for a URL of the YouTube video in question. I gave it to them. They actually looked up the cache file, Sal at least did, looked up the cache of the video, so that nothing really offended the metadata of it. I, however, didn't have an archive video to show him, but essentially, the logic that he gave me was to appeal it through a normal channel, which I did. I had sent an appeal out, and I showed it in that video last week. But the problem with even showing, the problem with just sending the appeal is that even sending the appeal, you have a limited amount to really send off to YouTube. That appeal that I sent ended up getting rejected by YouTube. Now, as far as I know, the appeal may be checked by a bot. It may actually be checked by a human. I think what Sal had essentially mentioned was that it was checked by, I guess, a human. But even human beings make errors. And again, I'm not angry for that at all. Considering the volume of content that gets sent to YouTube, giving at least 30 seconds to a video to analyze it is still a lot of time considering the workload in front of you. At that point, Sal had elevated it from his point, and the strike actually got regulated pretty quickly. I was I was currently out and about doing my things, and in that process, the channel was repealed back into a good standing position. So it was an ordeal that I thought would kind of be an issue for me, considering the fact that YouTube does not offer any communication. Maker Studios, the MCN that I'm attached to, would never contact me at all. These guys don't have a habit of contacting their content creators in whatso fashion. It's a big problem for MCNs anyways. Most MCNs don't do much or anything at all for their content creators at all in any way, shape, or form. The last message I think I got from Maker Studios was like months ago. And the problem with Maker Studios, even MCN-wise internally, is that they keep changing people over and over and over again, so we never have a direct line of communication to any solid person. I know about a couple people from Maker that are working at other places, but that's a whole different ball game right there. Point is, the communication was lacking, but I had to contact the trusted flagger community that actually, dedicates their time to hunting down these kind of videos, fixing up spam, and they work for numerous platforms, not just YouTube. So these guys are the people you contact to. And again, it is pretty weird that I had to contact, again, outside of fucking YouTube to make this thing sort of happen. But luckily, the issue got resolved in almost no time at all, a week really at best. But the problem with this situation is that my live streaming privileges were revoked, and in general, when you have a channel in not good standing, YouTube tends to have a favor of pushing you out of algorithms or whatever, or at least that's what it appears to be. Again, I have no concrete proof if YouTube really does that. All we people here making videos all we can do is just speculate how YouTube really operates. But we can make an educated guess. I guess that's about really it. But as far as the strike condition is concerned, I'm finally now in good standing. My at least thoughts on this, ladies and gentlemen, is the people that I'd covered, most likely whenever they privated their videos, definitely made a spam attack, I guess you could say, reported the fuck out of me, and the computer went crazy, gave me a spam, and I had to go through appeal hell to basically fix it up. I mean, it is what it is. It's something that I had eventually expected, ladies and gentlemen. But that being said, I'm sort of going all over the place. I don't want to keep this video running for too long, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to share the good news and really just my experiences of it. I will be live streaming hopefully today later on, ladies and gents, so watch out. That being said, virus investigations coming this week, as well as I think a spooky game. Oof, I haven't played one of those in a long time. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.